This win is so much better than any of us think. Sports Talk Bears, like and subscribe. This media criticism in a win. It's ridiculous. Sports talk media in Chicago is crazy. I understand drama sells, but they consistently run players and coaches out of town. We have a media that just wants us as Bears fans to be consistently miserable. It sells, right? That's why they go negative. But you know what? Let's stop buying what they're selling us. Let's get into reason one this win is amazing. If you look at the end of the game, it was our young players, especially our latest draft class, that closed things out. Could it just be maybe? Our Bears are gelling and beating a team we're supposed to beat. Can that be what's going on? I believe so. Reason two, this win was fantastic. It shows that our GM, he's done a brilliant job and now has an incredible amount of ammo to do it again for us in this city. It'll be going through this week. I'll be going through it later in the week. A reason behind his brilliance, a reason why he's changed this whole front office that many of us aren't aware of. But let's chop this up, shall we? Let's chop this up and see what we have from this draft class. Let's look at the young crew from the 23 draft that hooked this game up, right? This was brought to light by sportsmockery.com. Just a great site. You should check out their work. It feels like our whole draft class were huge factors in this win. I'll cover that a little later in the show, but once again, there's one guy to talk about, and I'd say the biggest plays of the whole game came in the fourth quarter with about 4 minutes left. We had that uh-oh feeling, right? We're going to blow another lead. I know I did. Kyler Murray has the ball, and I knew where he was going to throw it. Rookie corner Terrell Smith had been picked on the whole game. This was definitely going to be thrown his way, and this is what happened. And let's talk about this growth. Game on the line. Murray throws toward the rookie on consecutive plays on third and fourth down. He rose to the occasion. 2 incompletions, and the game is solidly done at that point. He defended both passes. Our 5th-round pick, he's developing. This isn't all about Tyreek Stevenson. We might have another good one here, and I'm here for it. He started just 2 games coming into week 12 against the Vikings, but was needing to start after Stevenson had an ankle injury, if you remember. Smith had just played only 13 snaps against Detroit, and he was ready to go. Up until that point, he'd been targeted 17 times, allowing 9 receptions for 115 yards and 2 pass breakups. That doesn't tell the whole story. What tells the story is his reception percentage, 52.9. That gives him the 2nd lowest on the team behind Jalen Johnson, also the 5th lowest passer rating and coverage on the team. Keep in mind, this is from a 5th-round rookie. He needed more playing time, and he'd earned it, and we gave him the playing time. Let's read a quote by Coach Flus, and I'll get to it here. Terrell's looked good all the way back into training camp. He's mature beyond his years. He takes things in stride. He takes coaching really well, and he really soaks everything in. His technique is sound, fundamentally sound, and he's got really good against the run and really good speed. We like his size, being able to play him against bigger receivers, and he does a good job against all of those guys. Everything we throw at him. And I'll tell you what, Smith, he played great against the Vikings, and it was also the best defensive performance of the year for the whole team. It ended up forcing a platoon between him and Stevenson that's still going on. Stevenson gets all the media love. Let's change that. Smith's snap percentage, it's climbing. His coverage is a little better than Stevenson. His tackling is super sound as well. And he's allowed 2.08 yards per snap in coverage, while Smith is allowed 1.21 yards per snap. That contrasts with Stevenson. Stevenson is allowing 7.7 yards per target compared to 6.8 for Smith. Smith is allowing fewer yards after the catch per reception as well. Stevenson, he does have more pass breakups and an interception, but that comes simply from getting more targets your way, I believe. There's something seriously flashing with Smith. Let's get him more playing time, especially if Eddie Jackson is leaving us soon as a safety. I think he may no longer be worth like a big contract. I think he's going to be gone after this year. With that being said, we need all the secondary players we can get, right? We need to continue this high trajectory as a secondary. Both Stevenson and Smith, they're going to be huge parts of that, and I'm so excited. Let's look at the other end, though. I don't want to be fully Pollyanna. The media is right about a few things. If we hadn't coughed up leads, we'd likely be in the playoffs, right? This isn't just coaching, though. Getsy is a great target. This nonsense that happened in the fourth quarter, it's also due to a super young team with players that they need to know how to win. They need to learn that. They need to adjust to the speed of the pro game, and this is happening. Players, they're growing into the roles right in front of our eyes. People, I think this win against Arizona, it's a turning point. Let's not be blind to that. Let's not just do our usual pick everything apart, jettison everyone out of town because we missed the playoffs. Let's just realize something. There's a show I'm sure you've heard, Krutz and Manley. I normally love these guys. Their show is great. But in one breath after the game, they complained it wasn't an absolute blowout. Then in the next breath, they complained we didn't keep running the ball when we had 250 yards on the ground. It's manufactured criticism. This manufactured criticism to get ratings, it's just something we need to start running away from as fans. Let's stop being miserable. Let's enjoy this win. The game was saved. The game was saved by these very same young, growing players that were part of these fourth quarter meltdowns. Guess what? We have to show some patience, and it's beginning to pay off huge. But for me, it comes down to rookie Smith this game. He's not getting any press yet, and we're here to change that. We can start out looking at our draft class from 2023. We can start with our number one pick, Darnell Wright. He's just turning into one of our best players. His key block in the fourth is what busted Fields loose in the first place. Jervon Dexter, he got to Kyler Murray and almost had his third sack in 3 games. Stevenson, Roschon Johnson, if you were watching in the first drive of the second quarter, he did a little twist in his run. He started to show skills like making himself small, going through the line. He might just be our primary back next year. He's already our best pass coverage, pass blocking back that we have on our team, and he's going to be a fantastic player as well. Now we can talk about that interception by Fields. We can go negative. With that, though, let's ask another question. What about the play calling? It's easy to pile on Luke Getsy, but it is for real here. We should also ask, why was he throwing the ball immediately on the play following that long run in the first place? We can also ask why there was pointless motion on that play to bring a DB over to that side when we knew that was the primary throw that Fields was going to roll out and make. Made absolutely no sense. That motion on that play was completely senseless. We can be lazy, though. We can just highlight how the interception supports a team narrative to tear down and have that be the show, but you're not getting that here. I don't believe in that. What a killer draft class. We even have players like Pickens who needs to see more snaps. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts about this. I love the comment board that we're forming. Bear down. Have a good day. Enjoy this win. I will. See ya.